Hello guys, welcome back to the Lumley trading video. In this one we are going to be looking at Metamaterials, which is a ticker MMAT. Now we can see this stock has gone basically back to being very barcodey, so from a day trading perspective going to be hard to trade, probably not even something I would look to touch. But it does have options, which is quite a bonus. So if we are looking to trade this like how I normally would, which is more in a swing trading bias manner, again, we can trade it fully out with options, or even if we're, say, shorting the outright stock, we can hedge it with the option. So that's really the key thing on stocks like this, because most of them don't have options when they're this kind of low value. But if they do, they can make a much more feasible trading opportunity. So obviously right now we're sitting basically on this $1 support. What we would be looking at from a support side, if we continue to break down, we're looking at 75 cents as a support. If we break that, we're looking at 61, 37 and 20 cents. Again, these are quite far off. Don't forget that is obviously a 25% sell-off from where we are, so it could still take some time to reach these kind of supports. But if we do hit them, again, the way I'm looking at them is the first time we hit, really looking to play that as a support level. And considering how low value this stock already is, it's not something I would look to play directional. And what I mean by that is if we did break 75 cents, I wouldn't be waiting for that break below, come back to retest it, and then looking to play direction, just because, again, the risk to reward just probably isn't going to be there on a stock like this. So again, not really looking to play the directional ones on this, and instead just looking to play the bounces, as I think that would be a much easier trading opportunity. Now, if we end up breaking to the upside, we have resistances at 140, 150, 180, 190, going on to 220, 230, and final levels at 260 and 270. Now, what you are seeing this on this stock, at least to the upside, is they're about a 10-cent difference each time. So you can be using these a lot more as ranges instead of individual levels. But really, it just depends on what kind of outlook are you looking. If I'm day trading, I'll probably trade these as individual levels, because we'll probably hit this pullback. If we end up breaking through, get another pullback on this level, and that'll be how I look to day trade it. But if it's more of a swing, I would be using these more as ranges. So again, it's always going to be down to how am I looking to trade it. Is it a swing? Is it a day? Because again, then I'm going to use these levels a bit differently. But really, they're the main things I'm looking at, especially from the resistance, and that's really how I prefer to trade this stock. When it gets these pops like it kind of did here, as we have the options to trade, it can make this stock quite an easy one to trade. As soon as it kind of really breaks above its second deviation, so above 180, all I'm really ever doing is kind of looking at the options. What strikes do we have? Kind of $150, $2, and then you're kind of just looking to do some either credit or debit spreads on these, because again, then it's usually a 1-to-1 risk to reward, and we know probably on these kind of stocks at least 9 times out of 10 it's going to come in. So that's usually how I look to trade them instead of trading the actual stock. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the breakdown on Metamaterials. If you did, want to drop a like and subscribe and check out this analysis video.